welcome to a new game of 90 minutes. It's Pillars of Eternity. What sort of game is this, my dear father?
Well, my irrespectful and
I would be respectful just then.
true. Well, my unusually respectful son, it is a role-playing game.
We do have a couple of those, so
We
it's
do.
good to get
But
one
it's a
started
role-playing game along the lines of Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale, which are basically games built on D&D style, which many
You can keep talking.
many people lamented the passing of until these guys made Pillars of Eternity, which I want to say like that because it's got that kind of title basically. Difficulty were okay, fine.
We'll just look at all these.
Yes.
Enemy spotted.
Well, yes, kind of important.
Center on party member, that sort of thing.
I think everything off as the case may be. It's quite nice music actually. Not too loud.
Yeah, it's just going up halfway. It's fine.
Effects volume is on full, voice volume
Which is
on
fine.
full. Yeah, I suppose. Save changes.
Hang on. Let's check this.
Let's
Check the
see.
controls. So you just move the mouse to attack and
Oh no,
things.
well, kind of. I think something like right click to move, left click to attack, or drag
Yeah.
select. Anyway,
I'm sure we'll find
we'll
out.
find out. Right.
New game.
New game.
Let's keep explaining
Minimal
what's going on. Story
micromanagement
time.
and easily forgives mistakes in combat. It's strongly recommended for those who are new or recently.
Are you new?
New? No. Recently returning? Yes. Real-time, party-based RPGs. Let's just see what these other settings will be, just for a laugh.
Yeah.
Normal.
Strategy and efficiency. We don't have either of those things.
I have plenty of
You
those.
don't.
I was role-playing for you, a gleam in your parents' eye.
That's not
it's
not
not
the
relevant,
point.
but
No,
this is the point.
Not the point. I mean, you've lost it over the course of 20
Half
years
of
because
the-
of having to deal with me
I
for
love
this
this.
long.
Story time. Exploration story than the challenge of combat. What's the point of not having the challenge of combat? Anyway, easy, normal, hard, and path of the damned.
Enemies receive a bonus. Hang on. To most stats and encounters, have many more enemies. This option can't be changed in-game. Only intended for players who want the most punishing encounters.
But I love the fact you've got easy, normal, and hard, and either side you've got it's fluffy story time. You should call it fluffy story time. And
Well, it might as
path of
well
the
be.
damned.
What about the other two there?
Expert mode disables helper features.
And the other one?
Trial of Iron. Only one save is kept the entire playthrough, so you can't go back to old saves.
Wow. That is mean.
That's quite brutal.
Yep. It's good to
We'll go
a
for
game can have
we'll
that.
go for easy.
What? That? I didn't have a doubt.
Just for the sake of the.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to talking about it again.
Loading. Yes. Anyway, you
Where
get.
does this game originate from?
As I said, it originates from basically fanboys of people like Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale. If you wanted a role-playing game with your usual known characters, you know, your magic users, your fighters,
Your
your
little kids.
elven archers, hobbits. You know, hobbits is mad.
Well, little kids, that's pretty much the same thing.
What?
Hobbits, little kids.
Hobbits aren't like hobbits are adults. They're just very, very short adults. Don't be
Yeah.
heightist.
I
Offensive
can
area
bet a
effects
lot
may
of money
Yeah.
to say that word doesn't exist.
I'll take that action. Offensive area affects me.
L for loading. Yes.
In a circle, the outer circle will affect only enemies, leaving your allies untouched. Good to know.
It'd be good to know if we could actually get on
It's
with it.
loading.
Very
How about
slow.
that?
Oops.
On a starless night,
Turn it
the
up a bit.
master glancing ever upward to the sky
can't actually
for
hear it,
assurance that he is on the right course.
Leave it there. Yeah.
A dim lantern, his only protection against the encroaching
That's
darkness.
also standard.
But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light,
We can skip
betraying
if
no
needed.
hint.
I know.
The caravan carries
This
travelers
bit's
bound
kind of
for the
important. There's
frontier
something
hamlet
else
of
sweaty bit.
Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan.
It's a bit
master
mystic,
to stop
this
on
bit.
your behalf.
I'm just saying.
He pulls up just in
Oh,
time.
we gotta
before
explain and
plowing
work
into
it
the
out,
trunk
don't we?
of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. So
Done.
you're starting
Done.
basically at this caravan thingy.
It's not a
Oh,
caravan.
look.
You go on done. At the bottom there. Yeah.
I wonder why you're saying done to me. Yeah, okay. Fair dues.
Good boy.
I'll do little affinity symbols with the mailed fist while waiting.
Yeah, because that's so mature.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Right, now, I could play female. No reason why I shouldn't.
know, but there's no-
I'm more comfortable, I more self-identify with
Yeah, well, we are both male.
male.
We may not act like males, but we are males.
To be honest, the male's not vastly different to the female.
Except from the obvious, yeah.
Yeah, to be fair,
You kind of
Okay,
could have worded
next.
that a bit better.
well, she's... Okay, next. You can be human,
Race.
or...
Not referring to real life race.
Yeah, or... Fishman, basically.
Or more.
Well, it says they're not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for the fish, sort of man. Or dwarf! No beard. Why is that a dwarf with no beard? Please tell me.
Because they look better without beards.
No, they don't. Dwarves have beards.
They look
It's
more
standard-
intimidating with beards,
It's
but they don't
standard.
look
It's
nice
gaming
with beards.
canon, right? Or
No.
elf. Ooh, bit blue skinned there. Oh, dexterity +1, perception +1. Perception is your ability to find things, and dexterity is how easily you can use the do the old Legoland thing with the arrows. You know?
Yeah.
What's an Orlan? An Orlan is okay, small tree thing.
It does look like a tree.
Large
Godlike.
ears, two-tone skin, Hirosite, which means
Perception
hairy.
2, though.
Resolve what might -1, which means it's a bit of a hit on
I
strength.
could deal with that perception +2.
Or godlike. Children of physical associated with the gods. Blah blah. +1 dex,
Dexterity,
intellect.
and then you scroll down, I think. If you can
Yeah. Well, no, that's about pretty much it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm
So
going.
looking through the qualities there.
Yeah. Resolve 1, might 1. Resolve's quite useful in terms of not running away and things.
And might for power.
But
No,
yeah,
that's not
basically.
power.
Yeah,
What about
they
all
don't
the
call
other
it
stuff?
strength because. Well, let's have a look. You go next. Now, sub race. This is going to race within the
So it's just
human.
where you end up.
No,
on the map.
It's like saying I'm English and then or saying I'm British and then saying I'm English. English is the sub race of British, yeah?
Yeah.
So anyway, Meadowfolk is fighting spirit. Once per encounter, temporarily gain bonus to accuracy and damage. So they get a bit of a strop on. Right, Ocean Folk.
Temporarily gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. In Savannah.
Savannah Folk is
Same as the first one.
same as the first one, basically. Just south of the equator. Okay,
Yeah. So it is
I quite
location, like I
like.
thought.
I quite want to be ginger, so I'm gonna have that one.
Why? Because one of your friends
But-
is ginger.
No, because I've never been ginger. Right now,
And you never will be.
now. Here's where it gets interesting. Fighter,
Yep.
Bogo standard, swing the sword.
Let's look at Barbarian, you know.
I
those-
was going to start that.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh,
Yes.
it's all furry. And has an axe. Oh,
It's actually not
They
bad.
don't tend to go for shields. They
They
tend to go
don't-
for two armed sort of stuff.
They don't look like barbarians, do they, really?
Well, he's wearing feathers and fur, so yeah, barbarian or hipster. I don't know which. Hipsters doesn't wear fur, but you know what I mean. That's the sort of look. Chanter. Now, chanters are workers of ancient magic.
Ooh.
They
Law
can-
+2. What's law?
law is something to do with the chant. We'll find out
Can
in a
you
minute.
turn the plug on with your toe, please, boy?
This one.
You didn't have to use your finger.
It's easier. My toe's too
Is
big.
it?
Right. Yes. So basically, they
Not
get.
too big.
You
can label over it, apparently.
Yes, you can.
Accuracy. Endurance very low. That's the
Endurance
problem.
represents a character's short-term survivability, or stamina, or
Yeah.
constitution, as it used to be known in standard.
It is
D&D.
very low, and health is also very low.
Health
But
is-
deflection is high.
Deflection is the defense used to resist direct attacks. Okay, so that kind of idea.
I don't think I'd
Chanter,
go for
basically,
Chanter.
they sing and sing words and magic in order for bonuses. Cipher, what's a cipher? Cipher is mind hunters. Contact and manipulate other person's soul and psyche. Sounds spooky.
Let's look at those powers then.
Can
Stealth,
directly
law,
target
and
allies
mechanics.
with soul-focused things.
But endurance and health is just as low as it
Mechanics.
was with Chanter.
They can do traps and locks. They're good with traps and locks. So they can set traps and undo locks.
What about the Dweed?
Druid, not Dweed.
Animalistic form.
Animists at heart. The simple things of earth. So basically, yeah.
They're basically
Basically, they're sort of into plants and trees and aminals and things.
law and survival. They're good at surviving.
Survival means
Very low endurance and health again.
yeah. Well,
But deflection's average. It's
yeah,
not got good
survival. They're
stats.
good in the outdoors, basically.
That could be one. But fighter.
Fighter, we've had a look at. Monk.
Have we?
Fighting orders. Shaolin. Basically, starting ability, transcendent suffering. What jolly people the monks are. When they have no weapons, their unarmed attacks are especially powerful. Wounds, as monks are damaged, their pain generates
Athletics
wounds.
and survival, but the endurance is great, health is good. Actually, just go for a monk. Don't even check the rest.
But you've got paladin.
Let's go straight to the bottom.
So basically religious
to the bottom.
religious warriors. Okay, respect and admiration, but fear. Faith and conviction. Bonus to all their defenses.
Athletics and law.
Athletics, law,
Endurance,
good.
Average, high, average.
Health and endurance is high. Now, priests or Bogo standard cleric, if we're still talking D&D.
Yeah.
Lots of healers. Generate a modest amount of endurance.
Burn damage.
Burn damage. 8
Maybe
types of
frightened.
burn damage. So that's 8 damage types: slash, pierce, crush, burn, shock, corrode, freeze, and roar.
That's a lot of
Types of damage.
small words.
Yeah, but
You
ranger.
didn't check the stats.
Outside priest. Endurance,
they're all bad.
health, accuracy.
So we're not going for priest.
Yeah, but they're super healers. They put on their healing mojo. Ranger or Aragorn, son of Arathorn, if
Very
you prefer.
fire arrows, yes.
Well, no, it's the ranger whole thing, the bows and the animal companion. Animal companions are fun if you choose a decent one, like a bear or something.
Stealth. It's got stealth.
Stealth allows them to avoid being seen or sneak upon people, basically.
Yeah.
Survival, well, you don't
Let's check the
survival.
rest. That's pretty good. So monk,
Endurance,
paladin, or
very low.
ranger.
Monk, paladin, or ranger, or rogue, which is your standard thief.
It's just a thief. They don't.
Yeah, but they
don't
are
have against-
better at stealth. They can do sneak attacks, which give you bonuses, basically.
Yeah. Apart from accuracy.
Super with traps and locks, okay?
Apart from accuracy, they're all low. The other ones.
Yeah. And Bogo standard wizard with his staff and his
And his
spellbook.
book. Yes.
Yes. Offensive, personal defensive spells. Law
They're all
plus
very low, though.
two. Yeah, law plus 2.
So monk, paladin, or ranger.
I always like a ranger.
Let's go with it then.
Okay. Next.
Yep.
Now.
Wounding shot or marked prey.
Wounding. You
Wounding.
wound me by calling it wounding.
Yeah. I do that on
Okay,
purpose.
wounding shot or marked prey. You have a choice of
Can't you
one of
click
those
on
two. For example, wounding shot, 2 per encounter. If successful, the person's hobbled, so you use it to slow somebody down. Okay, or
marked prey.
marked prey. You designate a single target, gives you ranger and your animal companion a damage bonus. So if you mark someone's marked prey, you get extra damage against them for 30 seconds. I'm going to go for wounding shot because it's always a good idea to slow somebody down. Okay. So anyway, next,
Yeah.
animal companion. What shall we have for our animal companion? I
Bear.
love this.
Definitely bear.
Or you can have antelope.
Well,
No.
let's have a look. Have a look. Does that image come up?
No,
it doesn't.
antelope.
Just go for bear.
Superior defences.
If it's brown bear,
Then we'll do bear last. Boar.
You can scroll
Okay.
down, I think.
Lion companion. Lions
Terrify
companions
enemies with a powerful roar.
Yay!
What about stag?
Stag
Even
companions.
what a stag is.
It's
melee attack.
stag is a huge male deer with big horns, antlers. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. One of the ones we have in Willow Park. Literal life bond with that animal companions. Da-da-da. Okay, well that's for all. Oh, Woof! It's the Woof! It's the Woof!
Woof.
Do high damage, more easily avoid. But we are, as you know, going to go for
look
bear.
at that first. See if it's good to.
Speed average
can-
affects summon bear companion. Right. Okay. So, unusually high damage reduction. So basically, it's difficult to get a bear. Next, animal companion name.
There? What?
Animal companion name. Fluffy. Fluffy the bear. Show you
Up to
Fluffy.
you.
Cuddles.
There's a bear downstairs that's probably nagging at us to call it something else.
Okay. No.
I didn't think you would.
No.
No, don't do that either.
Well, I can't call him Fluffy, can I?
You can.
Oh, wait, 10 minutes in, we haven't even chosen an animal companion.
Well, then get on with it then. Think about the choices you're going to make.
Paddington.
You could just have one letter.
Paddington.
Really? Are you sure you're spelling it right?
Probably not.
I thought it was 2 Ds, but it's not.
I don't know. That looks wrong.
Yeah, put the extra D and see if it looks right.
Better?
Looks okay.
Okay.
That's
Paddington.
If I'm
Attacks you
wrong,
with marmalade
then put in
sandwiches.
the comments and just...
Attacks you with marmalade sandwiches. There you go. Right, aha. Now, you have 15 points left and you can distribute them between your attributes. Now, he's a ranger, so he gets bonuses on aim and stuff, right? So...
Resolve and intellect, I think.
recommended for rangers, dexterity, see?
Dexterity and resolve. We'll put 5 each for those.
Well, hang on. Wait a minute. Let's do 3. Might
4, because
matters.
they're
He doesn't just use a bow, you know. He will use
I
a
know,
sword
but
as well.
have 4 each on the 2 that matter most. Dexterity and resolve.
Resolve is
Don't go down.
internal drive and stuff. I'm not going down. I'm just highlighting it.
Please go up 4, please.
Con means more points. The thing is, look, if you go to 11 con, you get plus 5% endurance and health. So, you know, if you
Yeah, but
increase...
4 each on dexterity and resolve, then you've got 7 points each to spread across the rest. Resolve. 'Cause it gives you like a strength of mind.
Yeah, true.
Exactly,
But
that's the bit that matters
I
most.
want more accuracy than strength.
Or 3 then.
Plus 3
Take it up to 14.
Okay.
Intellect is always important.
Perception.
What does that do?
That
Senses.
no accuracy. So if you're better perception, you're better with your bow.
1. Well, you're better
one.
with interrupt and reflex.
Yeah,
So
that's
2
fine.
up for that.
Well, okay.
Let's
plus
get
4
intellect
reflex.
up to 11 at least. And then we can spread the rest of the points about.
Okay, so we've got 4 points left.
Top 4?
1 plus 6% damage and healing, plus 4 fortitude, plus
5
endurance and
endurance
health.
and health. 10.
More health means more hit points, basically. Okay, so we've got 2 points left. Dexterity, because we wanted to be absolutely mean with the bow, and 1 more
15.
perception.
Yep. Sounds like it.
Okay.
Let's have a look. 12, 12, 15, 13, 11, 14.
So
If you can't
basically,
read
you're
it.
getting extra damage, healing, extra endurance and health,
Lots of extra.
shed load of action, speed, and reflex.
Yeah.
Bit more perception. Oops, let's have a look. Perception.
More interrupt and accuracy.
Bit more. It says
Duration
recommended
and
for.
will.
It says recommended for ranger. Highly recommended for ranger. Recommended
Yeah, well,
for
we've already
ranger.
got it to 13.
That's not recommended for ranger, but anyway, resolve is not recommended for ranger particularly.
But we can get going now.
Alright, yeah. Next, culture. You have to choose the culture as well.
Currently the largest and most powerful force in this part of the world.
This empire.
Around the equator.
Deadfire Archipelago, +1 dex. That sells it for me.
Why? Well, let's look at the other ones,
You get
though.
+1 dex.
See what
That
they-
one you get
So, resolve.
resolve,
Well, let's just see what it's saying.
intellect.
Humans and dwarves in that one, intellect.
Okay, Raturai. The Gulf
Constitution.
nations plus 1 con. Living lands is
Might.
mountains, so you get extra strength.
That might look good on the camera.
And the white that
Perception.
wins is basically cold place. Where did we say? Did we say Deadfire Archipelago?
Yeah, you did.
Was plus 1 dex. I'll take that. Hundreds of lawless, pirate-infested islands.
Islands, okay.
Or whatever. I just want it for the decks. Not
And
the
now,
backstory. Background. Aristocrat,
Alex, this
Explorer.
is a role playing where you have to.
Yeah. Explorer sounds nice. Plus
You
1
could
law.
have slave and then you're just wishing for revenge.
Slave, you get plus
Athletics and survival.
Okay.
You've never known freedom, ever.
Oh, well, I can't play that.
Let's look at Raider.
Raider is
Stealth and
athletics.
athletics.
You spent your life on the wrong side of the law. That's not really where I had. Hunter. Plus
Stealth and
survival.
Live for the thrill of the chase.
Taking lives of wild creatures. I don't think so.
Merchant. Let's look at merchant.
Well, merchant.
We'll go look at all these things.
Athletics.
Leading back merchant. Let's see that. Let me see.
Merchant. Traded goods. He's a
Carrying items
ranger.
required.
He's not a trader.
Labourer. Could be labourer.
No. He's a
You're trained and
ranger.
prepared
He's
in
a
your
ra-
archery unit.
Yeah, but he's a ranger.
He's still a labourer. He's laboured to be good at what he's doing.
No, just we're avoiding aristocrat.
Yeah.
Extravagant parties. No, that's not really me. Explorer.
It's not about you.
The Call of the Horizon. That sounds about right. And it also gets plus 1 law and survival.
Boy,
What?
just to stop a minute, it's nothing about
No, but
you. It's about the character,
okay, yeah,
not
but
your
it's
background.
It's a kind of role play thing.
Yeah,
And
but you
you've got to-
don't. You have the
It's easier to
opportunity to
role
make
play.
it different.
It's easier to role play something where you
We're
have
not
more
doing it for that long anyway. So
True.
it doesn't actually matter.
Okay.
You don't. You shouldn't have put it on Explore. That wasn't a good one.
Why?
It just isn't. Cannot help but wonder what lies ahead.
Drifter.
You never quite fit in.
Stealth and
That's
mechanic.
more like you.
Thank you.
I'm joking, really. It's not a big.
Right,
Not meant to be
portrait.
about
What
you.
should you choose? 32 out of 99 portraits to choose.
Don't look through all of them. That one, yes.
I want to be ginger.
Does it really matter?
I want to find a ginger one. No, he's too happy. He looks too gloomy.
Just
He looks too
choose
beardy.
one, please.
Oh, he looks just too.
Sorry, viewers, for boring you to death. He's not
Oh, he
making
looks too
sense.
green.
Now go the other way. Guys, why didn't you go the other way? You went back and forward. You're wasting time.
Yeah. Oh, because those are ranger ones, you see.
Yeah.
Specifically ranger ones.
Well, then just click on the specific
I'll have
ranger
him.
one. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Next, again.
Do you want to change the facial hair?
Yeah, to have none. So I don't-
No facial hair.
I don't like it, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. That's 13. Don't want that.
Look at that, Tash. Look
no,
at that, Tash.
no, not the. No, down to 1. Down to 1, please. You could have gone the other way. Why did you do that?
Oh, sorry. No facial hair. Really?
Hair's alright.
Oh yeah, we want him a bit shaggier.
No, not that shaggy. We've just had a haircut.
Yeah,
Leave it there.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
Long
Just
and
go
ginger.
on next and get it
Long and ginger.
developed.
Oh, you'll like this.
Hey there.
Smooth, sinister, benevolent.
I am the leader of the group. Yeah!
How's that benevolent?
I don't know.
Steady does it.
Feisty.
Yeah?
Cocky.
I'll lead the way.
We're both cocky, aren't we?
No.
We're not noble.
To whispers and shadows.
Let's not go on the females. No.
Hey there.
Don't.
Give him.
No. No. No.
Oh,
No.
it was so unfair.
Absolutely not.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
We're not sinister, but go on. I said we're not, but go on.
Why is benevolent sound worse than sinister?
I don't know.
Okay. Numpty.
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean you're playing, so that would work.
Ha 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 ha. How about Mario?
You are not
Oh,
a man.
Wario. Wario's great.
No.
No.
You are not. Wario is a heap of junk.
Wario's great.
He is not great. It's certainly way off. Okay,
Because
what's
I've been
that?
Because I've been watching Lethal Weapon. So,
Yeah, well, whatever.
well, in which case I'd call him Riggs, but never mind.
Just get on with it.
Okay, I think that's it.
Now we're done. That took 25 minutes.
I know, but you're going to stay with that character for Journey to Gilded Vale. There you go. New quest.
First quest.
Yes.
Uh,
The caravan master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be
and they
happy to
talk
stick
about
an axe to you for trespassing.
what they're doing as well. Like they're facing
So
that
mind
way,
you don't crack
etc.
mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared.
Caravan
Gilded
Master turns
Vale's
to
less than a
you.
day
Frown.
out. Understood?
Frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rock, could be. There's a stinging beetle around here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Nice.
There's
That's
a berry
nice
grows
thing
in
to
these
say to
parts,
people, yes.
small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker.
Now,
But see about refilling our water first. Got a
responses.
sick one here.
Now, so, do I say, where would I find these beetles? Where are these ruins? Is it dangerous out here? What are those huge rocks coming out of the ground?
Is it dangerous out here? Is a bit of a silly question.
Well, yeah.
So
Grow on a bush that's common
you
around
don't
here,
just
kinda funny.
choose. We've got to think
You'll
about
know
these
it when you
decisions
see it.
together.
Yeah, but you can
Now
do
you
all
have
of
to go
those.
far off
You see,
the road
you've
to
done the
find
first
it.
response.
Bunch that's coming around
So,
here.
what are the ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and
Arrows.
again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times
Who
over.
did build it?
Got nothing left worth half a pawn. So I
That's a
hear.
good question.
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
What's number 5? Don't, no, not number 4, because that's a stupid
They
question.
don't got Audra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock.
A shell.
Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up.
Living rock.
Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days. The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different
We
things.
can leave now.
I've heard tell it can hold
That's
a
what you
man's
have to
soul.
do in the end
I don't
anyway.
care. Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot. Not like most of this lot. If you drop dead, I don't want to be
I've
looking
just
for the
been paid a
body.
compliment.
Got a schedule to keep.
Okay.
Kalisha. Kalisha! He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
You
No
just
promises.
Nice.
no promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Yeah, well, at
you
least
can
she agrees
afford-
with us.
Oh, that's her with the green flashing
Yes, the
Don't listen to
circle
her,
tells
you're
you
in good
who's
hands.
speaking.
She's
I
talking.
pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country.
Yep.
Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tick